Hi, I'm Paul from the Studio Rats. In this video, we're going to be reviewing the classic cabs collection from 2 Notes. The classic cabs collection is a collection of 12 different speaker cabs that's available for the 2 Notes Torpedo family of interfaces. So all the interfaces like the Torpedo Captor X, the Cab M, the Captor, the Studio, Torpedo Live, Torpedo Reload, Torpedo Cab. All of the 2 Notes load box attenuators that can load their own speaker cabs. Now, you lucky people that own a Cab M that's registered to your account, you can go and download all of these cabinets for free. What I'm going to do today is to load them all into my Rev D20, and we're going to try out all of these cabinets and see how they sound. We've got 2 different ways that we can listen to all these cabinets. We can do it in arcade mode, or we can do it in simulation mode. If I switch it over to simulation. Now with the simulation mode, we get far more choice in all the parameters that we can change. And just for this video, we're just going to switch over to arcade mode. Now this is a much simpler interface, and I find that's all I need to get all the guitar sounds from the Rev D20. The first one we're going to look at is the Sir Bella 1x12 V-Type. Now, this is obviously for their Sir Bella amplifier, so it was more designed as a clean platform sort of speaker, but this one really overdrives nicely. But let's start with a clean sound on the verge of breakup. So it's a really nice, tight sounding cabinet. Let's have a look at some others. So let's go down to the next cab. Let's click here, and the next cab is the 1215. Now this is a 15-inch speaker that they put in one of the old Fender amps. Now let's try that with a bit of overdrive. If you like vintage sounding speakers, I think this sounds great. Let's go down to the 2x12s. Now this is the Voice 30 Blue, which is obviously like a Vox style speaker. Let's try that with a bit of overdrive. So that's got that classic high mid, high frequency poke that comes from a Vox cabinet. Let's try the next speaker. Next are all the 4x12, so let's have a look at Big Rock. So the Big Rock is a Soldano 4x12 slant with Eminence X12000 speakers in it. So 70s psychedelic rock to legendary metal tones. Let's try it out. It's got loads of bottom end in it. Let's switch on the distortion. I really like that. It's got lots of that sort of 80s low-end punch to it. Let's try the next one. So this is the Engel. Now, instantly from listening to this, what I want to do is just to change some of the parameters and just boost up the bottom end. So let's do that first. Right, let's bring back to dark and make it slightly more modern. And let's try that one clean. I find this a lot with 4x12 cabinets. They're great for overdriven sounds, but not so great for the clean sounds. So for me, the Sir Bella is definitely the best one so far for the more clean sort of tones. Now let's try the next cabinet. So this is the Laney 4x12. So that's a much more versatile cabinet than the Engel. Let's try it distorted. Now for me, that's a perfect versatile 4x12 cabinet. Sounds great clean and sounds great distorted. Let's try the next cabinet. So this one's the orange 4x12. Let's change the contour to make it more modern. That's added a ton more bottom end. Let's try that with the clean sound. Let's change the contour back. For me, it's another classic, one of those 4x12s that sounds great, overdriven, but not so great clean. Let's try the next one. So this will be interesting. This is the big cabinet 4x12 rectifier Mesa Boogie cabinet that you see in a lot of studios. Now this is probably the most used metal cabinet that's out there. Let's hear it. Sounds great clean. Sounds great. Let's try the next one. Okay, so this one is the Rev 4x12, and this is a much more modern sounding cabinet. So that's really sort of mid-focused. Let's try it clean. I think this needs a much more vintage sort of sound, so let's move that fader back towards the vintage setting. Let's try the next one. Now this one's called Strongback. And now let's try it with some overdrive. Now lastly, this is the Victory Kraken. Now, that to me is a really versatile 4x12, big fat sounding cabinet. Let's try it clean. So what do I think of these cabinets? I think they're great. They're really versatile. You get 12 completely different sounding cabinets. You've got everything that you'll need from, you know, your vintage stuff up to your modern high gain stuff. For you guys that own the Cab M, it's a no-brainer. It's a free download. All you've got to do is to download it from the Two Notes website. And for anyone else that's thinking of buying the pack, again, it's a really versatile pack. I'm Paul from the Studio Rats. I really hope you guys got something out of this video. If you did get something out of the video, don't forget to like and subscribe and click on that bell button and you'll be notified of any future videos that come out from the Studio Rats. I'm Paul and I'll see you next time. Cheers.